Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of SpeakerFocus.com. And today's video is entitled, You Are Not a High-Fee Speaker Because You Don't Understand Warfare. What is warfare? Warfare is simply conflict. You're not a high-fee speaker because you have too much conflict going on in your life. You're not willing to get rid of things that are causing conflict in your life. You're confused. You're in disarray. You are suffering from too many deficiencies, limitations. You have all kinds of emotional warfare going on inside of you. It's impairing your decisions, it's impairing your ability to make an accurate decision. And many of you want the dream, but you simply are not willing to do the little things. You're not willing to do the major things that you need to do in order to achieve your goals in the world of high fee speaking. So there are simply many of you that are not skilled at understanding what warfare is. Warfare is conflict. Warfare is about you understanding how to win the small battles and win the big war. Sometimes you're going to lose a lot of those little battles. And a lot of you simply you don't love the way it feels when you have to suffer. And in war, you are going to take on casualties. It's impossible to have war and conflict without some suffering going on. But you also don't want to experience the loss. Well, loss is about dying. Are you willing to kill off a part of yourself that's holding you back? Are you willing to kill off the toxic and negative relationships that are your entire environment is literally being destroyed because you do not understand how to deal with warfare? You don't know how to win a war because you got too much internal conflict going on inside of you. Watch this. Not only are you fighting outside evil forces, you can't even control the forces that are inside of you. And that's what's really killing you. See, you're not a high fee speaker because you don't understand warfare. You got to get guerrilla with this shit. You got to be willing to get down in the foxhole and get down and deep and dirty. You got to deal with all your dark secrets. You got to deal with your fears, all of your negative inhibitions. You got to deal with the people in your life who are literally, their number one goal is to ruin your life and destroy your plan and make sure that you don't make it to the stage. So you say you got a dream of being a high fee speaker, right? You say you want to participate in the world of high fee speaking. That's what you're saying. But up here and what's going on inside of here is two different things. See, it's like the little boy that cried wolf. See, you keep saying the same thing over and over again, and it just falls on deaf ears. Yeah, I want to be a speaker. 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 Instead of saying, I am a speaker. I am a speaker. I am a professional speaker. I am a high fee speaker. See, saying that I want to be is chasing a dream. Saying I am empowers the subconscious mind. It attacks warfare, conflict from the outside, and it also deals with the inner conflict. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it's simply put, I can't get any more plainer than this. While the rest of these speaker coaches and these other coaches out here are trying to take a little trip through Wonderland and make it seem like everything is easy to become a multimillionaire, I'm telling you that you aren't going to accomplish anything until you deal with the shit that's going on inside of you. Now, a lot of you are upset with me because I tell it like it is. I tell the blistering, unadulterated truth because I speak free. You can't speak free because you haven't learned how to manage the conflict yet. Well, go and repair, heal, work on yourself. This is what advancement is all about. This is what process improvement is all about. You're not a high fee speaker. Let's not even talk about that shit until you deal with the things that are going on inside of you. You cannot win with external conflict and internal conflict. You're dealing with too much warfare, and that's why you're not a high fee speaker. When I tell you I've been there, done that, still have to manage my demons when they come in the middle of the night, this is the reason why I listen to sleep meditation music, because I have a combatant to deal with that conflict when it starts coming in. See, you gotta figure out a way to cut the conflict off. You got to figure out a way to minimize conflict. You got to figure out a way to neutralize it. Maybe these words I'm speaking to you today are fucking foreign to you, but you better smarten up and you better get with the program and understand the reason why your speaker business isn't growing is because you're not taking the steps that it takes because you got too much conflict going on. Conflict impairs your decision to make, impairs your ability to make an accurate decision. It clouds your vision. Conflict makes you have an exorbitant amount of deficiencies that will keep you right where you are. It allows you to keep living on limitation lane. See, you keep on being on bombardment boulevard. You're being overrun with toxicity in your life because you aren't willing to deal with it. You don't understand how to manage conflict. You don't understand the meaning of true warfare. We're being attacked every single day. And every day that you don't attack back, you are literally getting beat down into submission to lose the entire war. See, wars are won because of patience. You got to have strategy. War is won because you understand that the enemy is trying to annihilate your ass every single day. So you wake up every single day and you're having a pity party. Oh, woe is me. I'm not, my speaker business isn't what I needed to be because no one will help me. I don't have the money. I'm broke. I'm desperate. You're working out of scarcity mode, and fear is just diminishing your value. It is demolishing your entire plan. Somebody, you let them steal the megawatt light bulb inside of your dream, and they're running up the street with it, and you aren't willing to chase them, do anything about it. You got no ammo in your weaponry, and that's why you're losing. This is Kamo Kev talking to you today. I don't want to hear anything about you can't. I don't want to hear anything about your excuses. War, you got to be mentally prepared for warfare. This shit is real out in the field. But you aren't doing anything about it. Anything in life you do not meet with greater or equal force, it's going to steamroll right over top of you. And a lot of you are simply just getting run over. I mean, literally, you're driving a 4-cylinder car and your competition is driving a armor-plated tank and they're smashing your shit to smithereens and you're allowing it to happen. You're allowing negative friends, a spouse in the background hating on you that doesn't have the same vision as you, right? You're whining and complaining over money. You're spending money on other things. You're actually supporting all these other causes, but you won't even stand up for your own cause. What kind of punk shit? Where I come from in the hood, they call that's punk shit right there. What kind of, how are you just going to ball up? How are you going to curl up in a ball and just die? Some of you, it's over for you. It's over because you won't fight. You won't put up a fight. Do you understand that putting up a valiant effort and at least having enough respect for yourself, knowing that you stood upright and that you at least fought. You might have lost a small battle, but at least you know you put in a hard day's worth of work on your speaker business. So you might have lost a small battle. You don't win every day. So watch this. You have to learn the mindset. Warfare is about winning by attrition. Sales is about numbers. What is attrition? Attrition is taking away. Attrition means shrinking. Sales, you're going to start with 100,000 people, but you may only close 1,000. You're not supposed to close everybody. That's not what sales is all about. You're not a high fee speaker because you don't want to win by attrition. You don't want to annihilate the enemy. The enemy's annihilating you. You don't want to neutralize all these haters because you feel like you want to go to all these fake ass happy hours and still participate go over and drink beer on people's couches who don't even want you there to go look at the football game. Why the fuck are you trying to feel like you need to be accepted everywhere? Why don't you start accepting yourself? You got to start small. You got to understand. I want you to really go look up the definition of warfare. I want you to go look up guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla teams start small. They start small and their mindset is to go take shit over.